What if I told you that the difference between people who almost succeed and those who actually succeed can be summed up in one word: persistence? Most people quit right before the finish line. They face a few setbacks, lose faith, and give up. But the great ones? They push through, even when the results aren't showing yet. Napoleon Hill calls persistence the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. It's not just about working hard. It's about refusing to quit, no matter how tough the road gets. So if you've ever felt stuck, frustrated, or on the edge of giving up, this chapter will reignite your determination to keep going. Why persistence holds every other principle together. In the journey so far, we've learned how to build desire, strengthen faith, use autosuggestion, gain knowledge, and organize plans. But now comes the real test. Can you stay consistent long enough for your dream to become real? Hill discovered that persistence is the glue that holds all previous principles together. Without persistence, your desire fades, your faith weakens, and your plans fall apart. Every person who's achieved lasting success, from Thomas Edison to Henry Ford, mastered this one trait. Edison made over 10,000 attempts before perfecting the light bulb. That's not failure. That's persistence in motion. Chapter 8. Key Lessons. Lesson 1. Persistence is the power behind faith. Faith doesn't just appear overnight. It's built through persistent effort. When you keep pushing despite failure, you prove to yourself that you believe. Persistence feeds faith, and faith fuels persistence. It's a cycle. The more you persist, the stronger your faith becomes. Lesson 2. Temporary defeat is not failure. Most people mistake temporary defeat for final failure. Hill says, every failure carries with it the seed of an equivalent advantage. When you face obstacles, don't retreat. Regroup. Failure is just a signal to try again with more wisdom. Remember, Edison, Ford, and countless others failed repeatedly, but their persistence turned those failures into stepping stones. Lesson 3. Weak desire creates weak persistence. This one's crucial. You can't persist in something you don't truly want. A weak desire leads to quick surrender. If you give up easily, it's not because you lack strength. It's because your desire isn't burning hot enough. Strengthen your why, and your persistence will follow naturally. Lesson 4. The 8 Traits of Persistent People. Hill outlines key traits that define the persistent. 1. Definiteness of purpose. Knowing exactly what you want. 2. Desire. A burning passion to achieve it. 3. Self-reliance. Confidence in your own judgment. 4. Definiteness of plans. A clear roadmap forward. 5. Accurate knowledge. Understanding your subject or goal deeply. 6. Cooperation. Working with others harmoniously. 7. Willpower. Controlling your mind and emotions. 8. Habit. Repetition until persistence becomes second nature. Every successful person you admire has these in common, whether consciously or not. Lesson 5. The major causes of lack of persistence. Hill also warns us about what destroys persistence: lack of purpose, weak desire, lack of self-discipline, procrastination, fear of criticism, negative influences. He says the biggest killer is fear of what others will think. Most people would rather quit than look foolish, and that's exactly why most people never finish. Lesson 6. The power of the mastermind in building persistence. You don't have to persist alone. The mastermind principle, surrounding yourself with people who share your vision, multiplies your endurance. When your motivation fades, their belief keeps you going. That's why successful entrepreneurs, creators, and leaders always build teams, not just for skills but for strength of spirit. How to build unshakable persistence. So, how do you develop unshakable persistence in your own life? 1. Clarify your goal. Be specific about what you're working toward. 2. Write it down. Revisit your goals every day to keep them alive. 3. Take daily action. No matter how small, consistency beats intensity. 4. Embrace failure as feedback. Every setback is a lesson, not a stop sign. 5. Surround yourself with encouragers. Avoid people who drain your energy. 6. Control your mind through affirmations and positive self-talk. 7. Track your progress. Seeing growth, even small wins, fuels motivation. 8. Never quit on a bad day. Rest, recalibrate, and return stronger. For example, imagine you're building a YouTube channel, business, or career. Growth feels slow. Doubt creeps in. Most people quit at that exact moment. But if you persist one more month, one more video, one more pitch, that's where the magic happens. The turning point always comes after you refuse to give up. Persistence, the bridge between dreams and reality. To wrap up Chapter 8, persistence is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's the discipline of holding on when everyone else lets go, the quiet strength that turns faith into proof. Napoleon Hill reminds us that the most certain way to succeed is to try just one more time. Every setback is training for the breakthrough that's coming. So here's your challenge. Think of one goal you've been close to giving up on, and decide today to persist just a little longer. If this chapter reignited your determination, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because in Chapter 9, we'll explore the power of the mastermind, the secret to multiplying your persistence through the strength of others.